Hey y'all, welcome back to Movement Link. So I want to take a little bit of time and just show you the link of pull-ups and toes to bar, or hanging knee raises, or knees to elbows, or just straight hanging leg raises. So when most people think of rope climbs, they almost always think of chin-ups and pull-ups, and they kind of miss the huge connection, especially if we're using the footholds. They miss a huge connection into the toes to bar, and this is something we can take huge advantage of, because instead of doing all of our work here, if we can do most of our work with straight arms and then use our feet to assist us as we pull, they're so efficient and effective when dealing with rope climbs, especially fatigued. So something to look at is if I just hang here, okay, and I've got another video on the foothold that I like to use for the rope climb. It's just quick, easy. There's not any super wrapping. You can use those techniques, but I like this just quick and easy one. But anyway, what we're looking at is just as we're using the foothold, we want to get that foothold pretty high up. Trying to figure out what angle to give y'all here. So if I just go straight arm here, with both of them, what I'm going to do is just basically do a big old toe to bar up here. And I'm kind of exaggerating this a little bit, but I've got my foothold, I have a big toe to bar here, and so now I can stand on this, pull myself up. I don't know if that stayed on screen or not, but that was basically this is probably a 13 foot or so. I almost got 13 feet in one pull, okay? If you put your feet too high near your hands, you don't quite have really good leverage, but it does save on the constant readjusting. So it's not a complete upside. There's some pros and cons, so you kind of have to pick. But the key is if you just look at the position I use here, it looks like just a big knees to elbow, toe to bar exercise. So as you're doing your CrossFit exercises, whether that's kipping, pull-ups, yada, 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 whatever it is, as you're doing your toes to bar, just remember, we want to take what we're doing in the gym and make sure that we know how to translate it to other things. So whenever you get an odd object, if it's a rope, no matter what it is, you can start relying on your foundation of functional movement that you've established and created in the gym and learn how to translate that stuff. Because the people who really struggle are the people who just make a rope climb all arms because they're thinking of pull-ups, rope climbs, upper body. Whereas if you make the rope climb a toe to bar, now we have a huge advantage over those people that are going to try and muscle up. We still need to use the arms, but clearly we can get a lot of benefit out of getting those legs up higher, wrapping it up, and using that lower body as much as possible on the rope climb. Super helpful. Make sure you're taking those extra little seconds and minutes to think about how does what you're doing out in the real world relate to what you're doing in the gym, and how can you make this stuff transfer? Because the better you get it to transfer, the more efficient and effective your training is going to be and your outcomes out in the real world. Hope that helps. Talk to y'all soon.